Why Index has centralized and decentralized. Traders' necessity for crypto exchanges to carry out trading has increased as the number of cryptocurrencies has exponentially increased in the last couple of years. These cryptocurrency exchanges allow investors to instantaneously exchange, buy, and sell cryptocurrencies. Now the biggest question one comes across is which exchange to opt for. Should you go for Coinbase, Kraken, or Index Exchange, or choose from the large list of crypto exchanges? Before answering this question, it is important to understand the difference between decentralized exchange versus centralized exchange and how Index.ai implemented both these interfaces in their hybrid exchange. Index Centralized Exchange. Centralized cryptocurrency exchanges, as the name implies, function as a middleman between buyers and sellers. Almost all crypto transactions are conducted through centralized exchanges, which provide more trustworthiness. How does Index Centralized Crypto Exchange work? Centralized exchanges are platforms that allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies for fiat currencies such as the US dollar or digital assets like BTC and ETH. Index.ai operate as trustworthy brokers in deals and frequently serve as custodians, keeping and safeguarding your cash. Pros of centralized exchange. 1. User-friendly interface and simple platforms. 2. An added layer of security and trustworthiness. Cons of centralized exchange. 1. Highly vulnerable to hacking or cybersecurity threats. 2. Charges service fees. 3. Controlled by a centralized entity, can be shut down in theory. Index Decentralized Exchange. Decentralized exchange is a non-centralized alternative which no single entity is in charge of the assets. In contrast to traditional centralized exchanges, smart contracts and decentralized apps are used to automate transactions and trades. This method is far safer since no security breach is possible, provided the smart contract is properly constructed. What does decentralized mean in cryptocurrency? Decentralized crypto exchanges vary from centralized crypto exchanges in that they allow users to keep control of their assets by running their important activities on the blockchain. So, how decentralized exchange works? Decentralized exchanges either run on an AMM, automated market maker, or traditional order book model. In the order book model, 1. An order is placed by a token owner to swap his or her assets for another asset offered on DEX. The owner of the token determines the number of units they must sell, the token's price, and the time limit for accepting bids for the assets. 2. Other users can offer bids by putting a purchase order after the selling order has been made. 3. Once the sellers have chosen the time, both sides evaluate and execute all of the offers. DEX build on SEC's shortcomings. One of the primary aims of a decentralized exchange is to complete the transaction more quickly and cost-effective as compared to the centralized exchanges. They achieve this by removing the intermediaries that charge a cut in the form of transaction fees on the centralized exchanges. One of the world's largest decentralized exchanges, Index.ai, claims a zero rent extraction. The exchange aims to safeguard its users from paying extra costs that generate profits for the intermediaries. Pros of decentralized exchange. 1. Completely private and anonymous. 2. No need to transfer assets to a third party. 3. Fees are redistributed to liquidity providers, not to a centralized entity. Cons of decentralized exchange. 1. Trading in fiat currency is not permitted. 2. Risk of impermanent loss for liquidity providers. 3. Liquidity can be thin, making it harder to execute large orders. Since Index.ai has both centralized and decentralized, users are able to enjoy the comfort and security of both sides of the cryptocurrency world, making Index.ai the first ever hybrid exchange.